Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Eagles, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, you look at the Ravens, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013. And they've been one of the best teams in the NFL the last decade or so. And now they look to cap off a tremendous season.
And to your point, we have to remember that Baltimore Ravens history starts in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland. Since then, they won the Super Bowl twice, number 47, as you mentioned, and also Super Bowl 35 in Tampa over the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and not too many players are left from that squad 5 years ago. But this new group is looking to write a new chapter of Eagles lore.
Yeah, we certainly all remember that performance in the win over New England. Nick Foles throwing for 373 yards, catching the Philly special that will go down as one of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
We've seen Lamar Jackson dance all over defenses throughout the regular season, but this is the first time we've seen him stepping up to the Super Bowl spotlight. You always thought you'd see him get here at some point. In fact, on draft night, he told us he was bringing a Super Bowl to Baltimore.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first and three's him. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking if Philadelphia might consider bringing in another quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. He answered emphatically, "This is my team," and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback, who just kept his head down, kept working, and eliminated all the noise.
On On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's Hurts to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And now here come the Ravens. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get rid. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. On first down, Hurts. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter done, and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 3-all the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves. That is intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, now this from 43. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they've had some success to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Play action. It's Jackson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Fake the give to Sanders, now Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a big loss of 10 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Again, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw is Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Jackson now. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the result. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Hurts. And that's complete to Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. But first down, Hurts. Into the hands of Sanders. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.